Hello, beloveds, and welcome to this message. I'm Erica. It's so nice to connect with you guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Soul Familia. If you're new here, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a real quick, like in between clients and uploading recordings for clients and things like that. I want to get some messages out for the channel. You know, because I honestly, like, you guys know me, like, I've actually pulled my energy back a lot from the channel just because of like personal things and energies and et cetera, that I've been moving through personally. And so now as we move into 2026 in the year of the fire horse, get ready, okay? Because my second channel is on its way. And this channel is, I'm ready to finally like put my energy back into it. Because I feel my cup is full enough now, like where I can do that. So here we go. So this is one of the downloads that I got. So actually I got this one last night. And then I have two downloaded messages that I need to also record for YouTube. So stay tuned. But this one is for the Divine Feminine Collective, or for a Divine Feminine Collective. I don't want to say the Divine, because that would mean like all Divine Feminines. This is certainly not for all Divine Feminines right now. But this is definitely for a particular group of souls, both feminines and Divine Masculine. So obviously this is about a divine soul connection, either a twin flame or past life soul connection. But very specifically, I was receiving that for the Divine Feminine, this is for feminines who are like, basically like, you've come into an inner union. Recently is what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying this just recently happened. Like you just came into this like inner union with self. But because of that, it's like you're the way shower, you're the light in the dark, you are the way shower, you are the North Star, you are that for your Divine Masculine. The feminines are that for many people, for family, for friends, for right, but particularly for the Divine Masculine, for whoever this masculine is, they are very, very powerful. It's a very powerful soul connection that you guys share. So you're the guiding light for the masculine, okay? And because you've been moving through so much, feminine, but you just recently, just now, or maybe this is happening in this very moment, have come into a divine inner union with yourself, meaning you've done a lot of inner work with your inner feminine, your inner masculine. You're not more like dominant than the other. You're not like moving out of like distorted feminine ego or distorted masculine ego. Like you're not operating from the wounds. You're not operating from distortion. You're not operating from that ego and like control. You are in this very balanced, harmonious union state. And when I say union, I mean with yourself, with your own inner feminine and inner masculine. They've come into union. So that's Hyros Gamos. That's Hyros Gamos union. That is divine union, right? And so basically you're ready for union. Like you're ready for a 3D physical union. You're ready. You are on that frequency, or in that frequency, you are on the timeline. You are on that timeline. So the download was that the Divine Feminine who is ready for union is actually, you're helping this Divine Masculine, you're helping this masculine counterpart, you're helping them actually move through a lot of difficulty in their life right now, because you're actually transmuting so much density and trauma and like pain. You're helping a lot of the stuck emotion, the painful emotions, the wounding, like whatever it is that this masculine is moving through or feeling and within, and what they're going through in their own life. Because a lot of the Divine Masculine, we know that masculine energy on earth it's been getting rocked. It's been getting completely rocked and crushed in the way of, it's time to get out of the distortion. It's time, patriarch is dead. Like, it's like all that stuff, right? So that dominant masculine energy is gone. It's going away, right? So we're seeing it in political stuff. We're seeing it we're seeing it in the big global view, but but this is how it looks on an individual, case to case, person to person view, right? So anyway, so this masculine is going through a very powerful awakening. This feminine activated this masculine's heart, and this masculine activated this feminine also. But you know, it's different, like for when a masculine starts awakening versus when a woman starts awakening. Like, women are just naturally, you know, we are a portal. We have our womb. We are a literal portal, okay? So our connection to the divine and to, you know, it's naturally just more in tune, and our intuition and like all that, like we're just more in tune with that, emotions and all that. For divine masculine men, it's very different, because men are not, they're not raised like that. They're conditioned and programmed to be tough as nails, and you know, like emotions, don't show your emotions, like it's all that kind of stuff. So their awakening starts because they're very like material realm based. So it's like 3D realm, material realm, the 3 lower chakras, right? And for the feminine, it starts in the higher chakras. That's why when divine feminine awakens, she's, you know, she's getting she's up there in the ether. She's very, you know, spiritual and tunes in with spirituality and like the higher self and spirit guides and angels. And for the masculine, it's very different, right? So anyway, so both of you guys have been going through this. The feminine, she rose very quickly. For who this is for, this feminine, she was like, through her awakening, she accelerated very fast into her higher self, basically. And this masculine, like most masculines, it was a very gradual, very slow process, okay? But now there's this very intense speed up, acceleration, and that has a lot to do with the vibration of Earth, and with it's the vibration, it's the new Earth frequency. So everything now is like, it's happening, it's much faster, time is accelerating, it's like everything is happening fast now, including this awakening for this masculine. So the feminine, divine feminine, you are helping to transmute a lot of heavy emotions, density, lower vibrational energies within the masculine and also around the masculine. It's really weird the way that I'm actually seeing this. I'm seeing the feminine's energy actually creating, because she protects and guides from the spiritual realm, and he protects and guides from the 3D earth realm, basically, right? So there's this spiritual force field that I see of light, like white light, literally around this divine masculine. And it's the feminine's higher self, okay, that is like creating this sacred protection in a spiritual sense. So the feminine is protecting the masculine right now from dark energies, psychic attacks, infiltration, like all of that kind of stuff. So she's actually created this force field of protection around him while he's moving through the difficulties, he's moving through the challenges, whatever is going on in masculine's life. Because for who this is for, this collective of masculines, they've been moving through a lot, okay? Whereas the feminine, she's already cleared that stuff in her 3D world, okay? And so that's how she's able to guide and show the way for him, right? Because she's already done all that work. She's already done all that stuff. So she's literally created this like force field of light around him while he's also moving through stuff. So you're helping this masculine raise their vibration. You're helping them transmute. And it's not like, we don't carry people in their journeys. Like, that's not what it's about. Like, we're not here to save people. We're not here to convince. We're not here to be like, you know, you need to awaken. Why can't you see what I see? Like, that's crazy. That's low vibration energy. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, I think most of you guys watching Divine Feminines, you don't even know that you did this. I think most of you guys don't even realize that your higher self is literally protecting the Divine Masculine right now. because what I'm seeing is that the masculines, they are in a very vulnerable state right now. Meaning, like, if they've been down and out, if they've been wounded, if they're moving through heartbreak or endings or whatever they're moving through, you know, if they're still struggling with like distortion of the ego and like their old ways basically of operating, their go-to while in heartbreak and pain, it might be to like go out, go to the bars, go meet someone, hook up. Like that's their old, like that's how they deal with stuff. It's like, I need a distraction. I need a quick fix. I need to just feel better, right? But now he's like not in that space anymore where he's like, that stuff that used to work for him, it doesn't work anymore. It's not appealing anymore because he's vibrating with his soul. He's connected to his soul. So he's wanting things with more depth, more soulful energy, soulful meaning, like that kind of like longevity with things instead of just the very quick, egoic, distorted, karmic quick fixes, right? Like, let me slap a band-aid on this and let me just keep living life. Like, they realize they can't do that anymore. Like, they have to sit with their emotions. They have to sit with what they're going through. Like, the distractions don't distract anymore. It's like that, okay? So let me pull some cards on this. Again, this is not going to be a long, a long message because this is the message. So let's go ahead and get a couple of romance angels. Let's just see like what comes out here. But yeah, so divine feminines, not only have you been, but it's because you're so elevated, like you're vibrating like in the higher realms, right? So you're able to see things way before the masculine sees it. You're able to sense things way before the masculine sees it or senses it, right? So it's like your higher self is on it. Your higher self, and honestly, it's like your higher self, but it's honestly like it's the angels, your ancestors, your loved ones on the other side in spirit, ascended masters, like all the spiritual beings who are actually guiding and protecting this sacred union. They've stepped in. They've thrown up shields around feminine. They've thrown up shields around the masculine. This whole connection and union is shielded. But very specifically, that's what I was seeing was the divine feminine's higher self. And through her love and through her heart, it's like Care Bears, how the Care Bears would shoot out like the love, you know, from their Care Bear chest, from their heart. It's like the same thing. So the feminine is actually sending out this really powerful protective energy and light, and she's shielding her masculine with it to protect him while he's moving through this part of his life. She's protecting him while he moves through this difficulty or whatever. And then also, she's also helping him transmute the density and the heaviness and all that kind of stuff. So feminines, you might be feeling some of this heaviness. You might be feeling like, you know, waves of, like you're feeling what they're feeling, kind of like as you're transmuting it, you could be feeling what they're feeling in the way of anger, irritation, like sadness, you know, all of that. Okay. So you might be feeling that as you're transmuting it, but you know, for some of you guys, you may not even be aware of it. Like I said, you know, but now that I'm saying this and you're watching this, you might be like, oh my gosh, that makes total sense. Yes, collectively, there's a lot of that kind of stuff, old trauma and old energy and stuff it's naturally being pulled up and purged from the body right now, just in general. But this is specific and to a higher degree for these divine unions. Okay, here we go. The first two cards, they came out together. Free yourself, yeah. Look at the magical, majestic unicorn. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That's literally what the divine masculine is doing. They are taking control, taking back their power. They're taking back control from people, places, and things that made them feel like they were imprisoned or stuck. But like the unicorn is this majestic, magical, you know, spirit animal, right? a unicorn is not going to be held back or imprisoned by some flimsy little fence, right? So it's kind of symbolic of divine masculine remembering their majesty, remembering their power, remembering like, hey, like I'm this powerful divine masculine. What am I doing? You know, why am I self-sabotaging? Why am I keeping myself stuck and bound in, you know what I mean? So anyways, as the masculines free themselves from whatever it is, the divine feminine is holding space for that, and she's helping to clear and transmute whatever these cages and walls, etc. were. So divine masculine freeing themselves, divine masculine taking back control of their life. And it came out with past life relationship. So it could also be symbolic of divine masculine freeing themselves of past life karma, you know, old like grievances or feelings and emotions that maybe they didn't fully process before. Maybe it has to do with an ex, or there's something about the divine masculine's past relationships where there's certain aspects of that they hadn't fully healed or something. But I also know that a lot of these masculines are literally going through endings, or they've been going through an ending, or recently went through an ending, or they're about to go through an ending. But for most of you guys who this is for, these masculines, they've already done that. That's why they're in such a heavy state right now, because of that. Okay? But also, it's like this past life soul connection, which is you guys. You guys have known each other in past lives. You guys have known each other before. There's this like deep, like just feeling of like this masculine right now. There's this longing. There's a soul longing, and it's coming from the soul. It's not about lust. It's not about, like I said, like where I just want to like hook up with someone or just sleep with someone. It's not just the physical attraction to the divine feminine, which is insane, out of this world. This masculine has never felt such a pull towards someone. They've never felt such attraction towards someone. And for the masculine to feel, keyword feel, that much, it can be scary, right? It triggers certain things for them. So again, the feminine is helping by her being anchored in her light, by her being solid in her own inner union, you know, by her being like, she's not energetically chasing him. She's not literally chasing him. She understands the assignment. She gets the soul assignment. She's gotten the soul assignment for a long time. So she understands, just let him be. Like, let him move through life. Let him do what he's got to do. Let him learn the lessons. Let him heal. Let him ascend. Let him, you know, go within. Let him pull his energy back. Let him take time. Like, she understands all that. And she's not like, where are you? Like, she's not concerned with any of that, because she understands the assignment. And because of that, it has opened up this whole other like level for you guys. Okay? Because this masculine on a soul level, and also just through her 3D personality, like just how she shows up in real life, like he feels this soul safety with her. I can open up to her. I can share with her. I trust her. She's holding space for me. I know she's helping me. I feel this soul connection. So she is actually holding a lot of space for him right now. But she's equipped to do that because of all the work she's done. Okay? So the feminine's energy and essence and embodiment is actually guiding and leading this union, which the feminine is the way shower for union. But very soon you're going to see this switch, okay? This flip, meaning things are about to lock into place, okay? You've known each other before, divine masculine freeing himself or herself, whatever. Also, I do want to add that right now the masculine is really, really learning temperance, the soul initiation of temperance, tempering oneself. Okay, because the masculine's like old way of thinking and old way of operating, it can be quite impulsive. So he's learning not to just be impulsive, not to just act in that moment. Like he's learning to hold back, but not hold back. Like he's holding back because he knows he's not ready. He holds back because he knows he's processing a lot. He holds back because he knows he can't hold that space for her that she needs and deserves quite yet. So he tempers himself, right? A little bit at a time, or just patience, or whatever it is, right? But it's also alchemy. It's also turning water into wine, hot into cold, right? It's alchemy. So there's a really powerful alchemy that's happening that you both are feeling, okay? But this masculine is recognizing how much this feminine, like he always knew she was special and significant, just like she knew, vice versa, right? But there's this whole other level of clarity and epiphany and like aha moment of going, oh my gosh, like she's helping me heal. She is my healer. She's my medicine. She's my way shower. She's my lighthouse. She's the light in the dark for me. Okay, so there's this like profound sacredness that this masculine is really like coming to terms with and starting to see, or is seeing. He recognizes that she is absolutely helping him on a soul level, okay? But yeah, but going back to the download, it was very specific of like divine feminines who are like ready for union. Look at that. Look at that. 2 cards immediately. It's the Queen of Cups and the Swan. Swans, you guys, the swans have been showing up again recently, like crazy, like crazy. Everywhere I look, swans, swans, swans. And it's because of the divine union. It's because of union that's happening. The swans, the double rainbows, blue butterflies. Blue butterflies are going to be very significant. Blue butterflies are very significant for twin flames in particular, from what I've seen and what I've been shown and through my experience. Okay, so I don't know. But anyways, it came out with the 8 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands is like as above, so below. Like literally, there's this lightning bolt coming down from the heavens, from the ether, down into the 3D. The lightning bolt is sudden, out of nowhere. It's powerful. It's shocking, right? Like when lightning comes down from the sky and boom, hits the earth, right? That's what's happening right now. Lightning bolts in your union are coming. It's like lightning strikes, boom. But it also speaks of the divine intervention and the divine downloads and inner knowing and connection to his source that this masculine is also. So the masculine, he sees and feels this feminine as the Queen of Cups, which the Queen of Cups is, she's highly spiritual. She's an empath. She's psychic. She's the oracle. She's a medium. She's tunes in with the spiritual realm. She's unconditional love. This card is unconditional love. This right here is the card in the tarot. It's the most love that you can ever feel or give to another person or feel with another person. It's agape love. And look, her wings, she's showing her cup, the Ace of Cups. Okay, she's showing her Ace of Cups. So this masculine is feeling, he sees her as the Queen of Cups, but he's feeling this connection. It's the agape love. It's the unconditional soul divine love that he's feeling. So this masculine is actually embodying the Queen of Cups energy right now. And it's funny because it's very emotional. And that's what this download was about. It was about the fact that the divine feminine is helping the divine masculine transmute so many dark emotions and feelings right now, basically so he can heal that much faster, because he's on this accelerated like awakening right now. Everything is moving so fast for him. Endings are happening fast, change is happening fast, you know, alignment is happening fast, awakening happens fast, everything's happening fast. So she's helping to transmute a lot of that. Okay? And let's keep going though. Okay, so, and also with the Ace of Cups, okay, which is kind of crazy because I have this app on my phone. It's like a daily app, you know, where you can get like affirmations and stuff. It's called Moonly. And you can get, so like they give you like a daily tarot card and it's random. Like you can't choose. It's like a random daily tarot card and then a random rune. Like a daily rune. So anyways, today my tarot card of the day through the app, it was literally the Ace of Cups. Okay. And the Ace of Cups for me personally has been showing up a lot, but it also has been coming up in the readings too. And it's a new beginning in love. So it's like this feminine, like how her wing is showing the Ace of Cups. It's almost like she's signaling to this masculine, like, hey, my cup of love, that Ace of Cups, it's still yours. It's still yours. But it also shows that she's receiving the Ace of Cups. And I think that has a lot to do with this communication. This is also like some kind of shift in the energy. Like things are just, and then all of a sudden it goes from like wah to shoo. It's like that. It's fast. It's momentum. It's a shift in the energy. It's acceleration, but it's also passion. It's also action. It's also communication, a message. I think that there is a very, very, very open-hearted conversation coming in for a lot of you guys. Okay? I think that this masculine is having these huge epiphanies about she's the one. This is, I mean, if you're in a divine, like if this is for you, if this is truly for you, that deep inner knowing, it's always been there. And it's always been there for the masculine too, but the masculine tried to run from it. They tried to deny it. It made them feel, it scared them. It triggered fear wounds. It made them feel also like inadequate. There's something about this masculine where they've literally compared themselves to the feminine, like in the past, of like basically they self-criticize and then they self-sabotage. So they automatically like put this like notion in their mind of, you know, she might be into me right now, she might like me right now, but if she got to know the real me, if she got to, you know, be a part of my everyday life, like she would, because the masculine feels and sees this feminine as intelligent, beautiful, divine, spiritual, full of grace, like she's compassionate, but she's also like intelligent. She's expansive energy. So she's always learning and shifting and changing and growing and healing and expanding and rising and rising. And for him, because he's been like kind of stagnating in this self-imposed prison that he's now free of, he felt like because she was an expansive energy, and at that time he was not in an expansive energy, so he took it as an insecurity. Like, I'm not good enough. She won't want me. If she gets to know the real me, then she, you know, like he was basically like talking himself, like making up the feminine's mind for her about him. Okay. Which obviously is not the case. Like, for a true divine soul connection like this, you know, yeah, feminines, we rise, we keep rising and expanding and shape-shifting and like becoming better and better and better and more loving and, you know, all these things, right? But we also know on a soul level all the things about our masculine and the connection, right? So it's just the masculine's old wounding and like what he's experienced in life before and like his programs. It's the old programs. So that's another download that I have. It's actually like this internal battle between the old version of self and the new version of self that a lot of these masculines are actually moving through right now. So they're learning to trust themselves. They're learning to trust their intuition. They're learning to listen to the voice of their heart and soul versus their logical brain and ego, because that's what they've done in the past. You know, they end up with partners who on paper make sense, right? Like the divine feminine, Queen of Cups, she doesn't make sense in his world. You know, a lot of these masculines, they view themselves as like a regular Joe Schmo, mundane, and then they see this goddess and they connect to this goddess and they're like, what on earth is she gonna want with me? Like, there's no way I can hold space for someone like her, right? But like on the feminine side of the fence, the feminine's like, you're everything and more. Like, you're just as powerful as I am. You're like, we are that to each other, you know, like everything I am, you have within you. So she's not judging and she's not, you know, but she also has healthy boundaries and she's understood that like masculine is, you know, while they were stuck in this energy, that she needed to live her life. She needed to not, you know, she needed to live her life and she needed to let the masculine figure things out on their own. And this masculine has. They have figured it out, freed themselves. And this feminine, full of agape love and unconditional love and divine universal source love, like that's what she vibrates in. That's what she emanates. That's what she holds within her. And that's what she holds this masculine into, unconditional love. So her high vibration, her alchemy, her love, she's protecting him spiritually. She's shielding him from psychic energies that want to attack. She's shielding him in the astral, shielding him in the dream state, because a lot of these masculines, they are, you know, they've been moving through like a difficult time in life, whatever it is. For many of them, it was a karmic third party, either a marriage or a, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever type thing. A situationship, whatever you want to call it. But they have freed themselves. They have freed themselves. Or the universe made something happen where it forced them to free themselves. Either way, they have freed themselves. That's why we have this free yourself card. And they are tuning in with their heart and their soul. Sorry, guys, I had to take a drink of my tea. Dandelion root tea, by the way, you guys. So I know, you know, dandelion root tea is phenomenal for like for your lymphatic system. It's phenomenal in so many ways, but it's phenomenal. It's like great for like kidney detox, liver, all that kind of stuff. So just a little FYI, okay? I felt called to say that for a reason. So I know a lot of you guys already drink dandelion root tea or you're already familiar with it, but a lot of you guys tuning in, you're not. I just saw 333. Actually, we're in 333 right now on the timer. So I love that. Okay. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's get, is there like, what is the action? What is the intention or action? Oh my gosh, look at immediately the Son of Cups. It's the Knight of Cups. And look at the Ace of Cups, see? See the Ace of Cups with all that beautiful love energy and divine essence. The rainbows, again, there's something about the rainbows, seeing double rainbows, swans, birds in pairs, but I'm telling you, the swans and the double rainbows are huge. And blue butterflies, okay? There it is. There it is. He is on his way to deliver the Ace of Cups. And there it is, showing that the Queen of Cups, she receives it, okay? And see like the little like orbs, the dot, like, okay, like this is like your angels, your spirit guides. It's also like symbolic of the magic that resides and is literally, it's like how he like sees and views this feminine. It's like, ah, like the angels are singing and the sun is, it's like heaven, you know, like that's how he feels. It's like, I'm actually, there's this song that I love, that's very special to me personally. But it's, the song is called Front Porch Angel. And he's like, he says like, you're my front porch angel, da 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 da. And he's like, your love, it just brings me to my knees. Like, you're just like, your smile is like Sunday. You're, you know, it's a love song. It's a love song. It's from a man to a woman, masculine to feminine, and it's his front porch angel. Like, she is his angel. She is his saving grace. And it's not that we are not saving the divine masculine. We are not coddling the divine masculine. We are not hand holding them through their every step of their journey. But what we are doing, right, as very anchored, very powerful divine feminines, we are able to hold that space and be that stability and anchor energetically and emotionally while they transmute and move through a lot of that heaviness and density. And the masculine has held plenty of space before. The masculine holds space in different ways for the feminine. But right now, she is his spiritual protector. And bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. So we have water signs, earth signs, fire signs. Okay. Even though you guys know me, I don't get hung up on the zodiacs because collective is collective. You know what I mean? And then after the King of Pentacles is the High Priestess. And then after the High Priestess is the Three of Cups, which is absolutely like soulmates coming together. Very emotional, beautiful communication. Also like seeing each other, going out, seeing each other, meeting up, like it's like all that celebration, joy, happy, like it's like all that, right? So I feel like this is very significant. It's like, first of all, this very earthy King of Pentacles, who's very logical. He could be very stubborn, very set in his ways, very, you know, like, I don't like new. I like my comfort zones. He's learning to shift all that. He's listening to the high. Oh, there it is. There it is. You have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. There it is. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You guys, if you are new here, I am a twin flame, you know, so I channel a lot of that twin flame energy. But I channel divine unions in general on this channel. So labels aside, this is two powerful souls, and both feminine and masculine. Also like the crow, the raven, the tiger, the tigress. There's something very powerful about like these spirit animals also. So make sure you're paying attention to all the animals here. The buck, the elk. But it's like, see how it's again with the lightning bolt, see? It's the divine masculine going through a massive spiritual awakening. And he's holding this key. And that key it belongs with her. Like her heart is the lock. Her heart is what this key goes to. You unlocked something within me. You unlocked my heart and soul. You unlocked. It's like that, okay? So powerful energy. This is a new earth power couple. And she's the High Priestess. So she's like the one with the crystal ball and the spiritual work. And she's doing all the healing and all the things. And he anchors her and he holds space in the physical 3D realm, of course, right? So he's realizing all this. It's hitting him like a ton of bricks. There's a lot of epiphanies happening all at once for this masculine, and it's all about her. It's all about her. And it's purely because that feminine surrendered entirely. She lived her best life. She had faith and she trusted in whatever the divine plan was, whether it was him or another masculine, like it doesn't matter. She was in complete surrender. And because of that complete surrender, she came into Hieros Gamos union with herself, and now, boom, all of this is now unfolding, okay? So that's what I've got. And then look at the Daughter of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups, Son of Cups, Daughter of Cups. There's definitely some kind of loving communication here, you guys. For sure. For sure. Probably over the next couple weeks. I don't know. It could happen tonight. It could happen today. Ace of Pentacles. There is a very loving message, yeah. It's like a small message, but it's backed by really big energy. This is a masculine who really, really, really sees long-term with this feminine. This King of Pentacles, The King of Pentacles is the king of investments. He's the king of money. He's the wealthiest, richest king of all the kings and all the lands, right? Okay? He's smart with his money. He's smart with his investments, okay? And he sees that this is an investment that will pay it's beyond worth it, right? He was afraid to invest before, but he's not afraid now. Notice the rainbow antlers as well. Again, with the rainbow energy and the colors, meaning divine intervention. The crown chakra is lit up. What's on his mind, what's on his brain is the Ace of Pentacles, which is right here, right? Okay. So I don't know, you guys, they have free will. And then look at the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so this masculine, and by the way, some of these masculines, and this is what I mean by the Priestess, the feminine, she's protecting him, okay? Because some of these masculines, they have some really nasty, like, karmic energies around them. Queen of Wands, okay? Like, I'm going to say other women. This is a clearly feminine energy, but it doesn't have to be. It's just people who are very low vibrational. People who are, this is a card of betrayal, of being it's a card of being a liar. A liar, a deceiver, a thief, a betrayer. Just icky energy, okay? And then this energy, I mean, right? So again, it's showing me that, yeah, the feminine is protecting the masculine from energies like this. Like, the masculine has their free will. They're going to do what they want. But on a soul level, on a spiritual level, she's protecting him from stuff like that, okay? I think, see how the fox has one eye open, okay? There's some kind of sneaky energy connected to the masculine from maybe their past that keeps, first of all, a lot of the divine feminines who I'm talking about right now, you guys have karmic people from the masculine's past are lurking, stalking, watching you, okay? That's another download that's coming through too. So you're good, you're protected, it doesn't matter. That's why it's not a big deal. But people have one eye on you. People that probably have watched you for a long time and kept an eye on you. But now that this masculine is broken free, and now that they are, you know, it's almost like karmic people from the masculine's past. They can sense on an energetic level, they can sense that this masculine is going towards Queen of Cups, okay? And it probably pisses them off, but who cares? That's on them, you know what I mean? This is a divine union. So God's source is the one making this happen and helping this to happen, right? So anyways, yeah, sneaky little got my eye on you kind of a thing. All right. So again, no big deal. You're beyond protected, okay? And you're in such a high vibrational place that you're able to protect even the masculine and this union and help the masculine transmute and do all that, all right? It's like spiritual multitasking on fleek, okay? So anyways, let's go ahead and end with an oracle card. I went 43 minutes, but that's okay. I'm going to end right now. This was a big message, a big download. So I wanted to be thorough with it, basically. Like, I really wanted to be thorough here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Hold on. All right, so if you guys want to connect with me one-on-one, all of my services and things like that are in the description box below. I want to just give me the tea right here on this Seven of Swords and Mother of Wands. Okay, so a locked away heart. Yeah, okay, so I just wanted to confirm this energy here for the divine masculines. Yeah, this is about an ex, someone who can't move forward. They still try to hold on to this masculine in some way. I don't know. They can't move forward. Okay, it's a very detached. It says missing pieces, detached, can't move forward, all that. Okay, so it's someone who's still basically like can't move on from this masculine, even though the masculine has moved on from them. The masculine is moving towards feminine, leaning into feminine. Feminine is holding space for all of it. You know what I mean? So, anyways, all right. So, here we go. So I wanted to end with, let's go ahead and get a couple messages from the divine masculine. Let's just see what wants to come through here. So this is actually like a twin flame message thing. I don't know. But divine union, we'll say that, right? Our relationship, so this is what masculine is saying to feminine. Our relationship was different and special. Other people just didn't understand it. And that's exactly it. The masculine knows, what did I say? They know how different and special, first of all, she is, right? But how this connection is not like, it's not just it's not, you will never meet this kind of connection again. You will never experience this kind of connection. It's like very like true love, once in a lifetime type thing. Very like blessed by God, you know, angelic energy like that. Okay. So they recognize that. And then look at that. There's something about travel or airports, flying on airplanes. Okay. I always look for you at airports as if we'll be at the same place in the world. So this masculine, literally, like they might be like out like in public places and they see someone walk by and like their peripheral like goes, whoa, who was that? Because I think maybe they're seeing people that look like you, or seeing people that resemble you, or from like behind it might look like you. But also it's just symbolic of the airport, of travel, of like maybe there was a special moment between you guys at an airport. I don't know, but anyways, and then look at this, bottom of the deck. See, this is what I mean. So I did a little love message over on Instagram before this, and I channeled out in the caption, I was like, I'm picking up on a masculine who's literally like mind blown by all of the magical synchronicities and stuff that he's receiving about the feminine. And I said that this masculine was thinking to himself, like, she made, like, I believe in magic. I believe her. I believe in all this. Like, she made me a believer. Like, there it is. I should have believed in you, divine feminine. You've always had my best interest at heart. Yeah. He learned the lesson, all right. He definitely learned. Like, these people, no. Like, he learned, okay? And so, anyways, okay. I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, so again, they're moving through stuff. They're figuring things out. They're integrating. You know what I mean? So anyways, okay, I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day and I will see you soon.